The story you're about to hear is based on true accounts. Certain details have been changed to enhance the storytelling. It answered back. This happened when we were teenagers. The kind of age when you're just bored and just reckless. You go looking for something to do that you don't always understand. There were 4 of us, and then there was him. He wasn't really part of the group. He was someone's older brother, but he always ended up being around. He was super quiet. He was very strange. The kind of person who didn't talk much, but when he did, you listened. Not because you wanted to, because something about it just kind of made you. He was into weird things, not in a casual way, in a way that made it seem like he took it seriously, like he believed it. We didn't. Well, at least not at first. That night, we decided to go to the cemetery. Nothing specific, just something to do, horsing around, something that felt a little dangerous. It was late, close to midnight, the kind of night where the air feels colder than it should. The cemetery just sat outside of town. It was an old one. It wasn't well kept. The headstones were leaning at angles, the names worn down by time. We parked near the entrance and walked in, laughing, talking, trying to keep things light. There was already fear before. There was always legends and stories of your keys getting lost. That way you couldn't drive home. No one really wanted to admit it, but something already had felt wrong. And that's when we saw it, right in the middle of the cemetery. A structure, small, made completely of concrete. No markings, no names. Just a square, solid thing, sitting where nothing else like it should have been. We walked up to it. The closer we got, the quieter it felt. Like sound didn't carry the same way. The entrance was open. It was just a dark opening leading inside. We hesitated for a bit, checked around to make sure it didn't belong to a family or a deceased person, then went in anyway. Inside, there wasn't much. Just a concrete bench built into the wall, cold and smooth, like it had always been there. We sat down, all of us, trying to act normal, and that's when he spoke. "You guys want to see something?" No one answered right away. Then one of us laughed. "Yeah, sure." That was enough. He stood up. He walked to the center of the room. And then he started yelling. Not just yelling, calling out, challenging something. His voice echoed off the concrete walls, sharp and loud. Then it changed. The words didn't make sense anymore. He wasn't speaking English. Not anything we recognized. It sounded like something else, like he wasn't speaking normally, like the words were coming through him. The room felt different. The air just felt heavier, dense, harder to breathe. Then he stopped completely. He just stood there, still, listening. We didn't hear anything at first. Then, a sound. Outside. A single flap of wings, slow and heavy. Then, another. We all turned toward the entrance, and that's when we saw it. An owl, perched just outside, perfectly still, watching us. He didn't seem surprised. He just looked at it, and he nodded. He said, "Ask it something." No one moved. No one wanted to be the first one to ask anything. Then someone asked a simple question, something random. The owl didn't move. It didn't react. Then, one hoot, short and clear. We laughed, said it didn't mean anything. It was just a coincidence. So we asked again. This time, something more specific. Something about one of us. Something no one else would know. There was a pause. Then, 2 hoots. We all went quiet. The air shifted. The feeling changed. We asked again more questions, details, small things things the owl couldn't possibly know. And every time it answered perfectly. 1 hoot and then 2 hoots. Always correct, always watching. It didn't move, it didn't blink. It just stayed there, like it was waiting, like it wanted us to keep going. And that's when it stopped being funny. It stopped being interesting, and it started feeling wrong, deeply wrong. No one said anything about it, but we all felt it. At the same time, it felt like something had shifted, like we weren't in control anymore. One of us stood up and said, "Let's go." No argument. We all got up at once and we walked out, faster than we came in. The owl didn't follow. It didn't even move. It just watched us leave. We didn't run at first, not until we were halfway through the cemetery. Then we all broke, running, not looking back, not speaking. We were just trying to get out. We reached the car, we got in, we slammed the doors, and someone started the engine, and we drove fast, too fast. No one said anything for a while. We were just breathing. We were trying to process what just happened. That's when he spoke again. Calm, completely calm. You guys wanted to see something, didn't you? We didn't respond. He looked at all of us, serious, and he said, "You got what you wanted." Then he paused, just long enough for it to settle, and he added, "Don't mess with it. Trust me, if you're not about it, don't even play with it." No one laughed, no one said anything after that, and we never went back. But every now and then, I think about that night, about how it started, how normal it felt, and how quickly it changed. And what I remember the most, it isn't the owl, and it isn't the way it answered everything so perfectly, almost like it wasn't guessing, almost like it wasn't random. It almost felt like it was saying yes for 1 hoot and no for 2 hoots. It almost felt like something was answering back. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more weekly videos.